Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about how to create a mark sheet in Google Sheet. Google Sheet have many features. We will not be looking for all the features. We will see only the tools, functions and formulas that will be required while creating a mark sheet. So first of all, let me create one blank spreadsheet. I will go to Google Sheet home page and then I will click on blank. Initially the spreadsheet will be untitled, so if you want to rename this sheet, then you can click here and write the name. For my case, I will be writing mark sheet. Then in a typical mark sheet, we will be having some columns like roll number. Okay, everyone will be having a field called roll number, which will identify each student uniquely. So roll number. So for roll number, we can use a feature called autofill. So we don't have to write all the numbers manually. We can use the autofill feature to fill up the roll numbers. Let me show you how to. So I will be writing only two numbers, 1 and 2, and by doing so, Google Sheet will recognize that I will be writing all the numbers in a pattern. 1 2, next number should be 3, so I can select both this number and I can drag up to where I want the numbers. Okay, so this autofill features comes in handy while filling the roll number. Okay, so you might be thinking only we can do autofill in serial numbers, but no, we can generate series also by using autofill. Let me show you how to. So first of all, I am writing 1, then I am writing 3, so I am giving one difference. Okay, so if I will do the same thing, same autofill, then it will generate the odd numbers. Can you see this? Now 1 3 5 7 9 11 13, like this. So if we want the even numbers, first of all I have to write the series, first two number 2 and 4, then I can select, then I can use the autofill features. And autofill features doesn't only apply to this numerical values, we can use alphanumeric values also, because in our school colleges we don't have simple numeric roll numbers. We have like year code Y20, then branch code B03, then the serial number as 01. Okay, the next number will be Y. Okay, let the roll number begins like this. Okay, so we can use these two numbers also to autofill. We have to select this and up to how much number we want, then also this type of format also works in autofill. Next we will be having some field called name. Then inside the name field we will be having some random names. Next let me take for example, we will be taking only 3 subjects. Let the subjects be physics, chemistry and maths. Okay, so we will fill up this, and after that in our mark sheet, what are the things we need? We will be needing the total. So we will be calculating the total marks of the all subjects. Then we will try to find out how to calculate the percentage, and after that we will be finding how to calculate the grade. So I have already prepared these values, so let me go there. So I have already prepared these dummy values so that I can directly jump on to calculation part. So here I will be calculating total. To calculate total, we will be having two different methods. Okay, in Excel or in Google Sheet. whatever I am doing here, it is also applicable to Microsoft Excel. So if you are using Microsoft Excel, then also you need not worry, this all will be applicable there also. Okay, so now to calculate the total, we can use two different approaches. Let me show you the both approaches one by one. For using any calculations or any formulas in Excel or in Google Sheet, we have to use the equal sign first. So let me type equal. Okay, then I can directly write the cell values or the cell names and with the plus sign. Let me show you. I want to calculate the I want to calculate the total in F2 cell. Okay, and I want the values of C2 cell plus D2 cell and E2 cell. Yes or no? Yes. So I will write C2 plus D2 plus E2, and I hope you are getting this. This value is, the name of this cell is C2, and this is D2 and this is E2, and we want the total here. So I will write like this. Then I will click enter, and I can use the autofill feature. I can just drag, or I can double click here, then it will be automatically filled up. Okay, so this is one way. We can do the same by using functions. So how to do that? Let me show you. Total with function. Okay, I am writing the heading as total2. Okay, so this is the one way, and I will be showing the second way in total2. So for this time I will be using functions instead of formulas. So first of all, again you will be using formulas or functions. First of all, you have to give the equal sign. So equal sign first, then the name of the function to calculate the total is sum. So we will be writing sum, then bracket open, then we will be giving the range. So our range will be from C2 to E2. So we will write C2 colon. Remember, between the range we have to give the colon sign, to E2. Okay, E2, then bracket close, then enter. You can see these two methods are giving the same results. So it doesn't matter you use formulas or functions, it will give the same results. Okay, I hope calculating total is clear to everyone. Now let me move on to the next category, that is how to calculate the percentage. So I will be writing a heading percentage. Okay, here we will be using the formula. To use the formula, first of all we have to give the equal sign. So equal sign first, then the formula for percentage will be total marks divided by obtained marks divided by total marks into 100. So let me assume that our total mark in each subject is 100. So overall total will be 300, and our total is given in F2 cell or G2 cell. Okay, whatever we want to use. Okay, let me delete this one of this cell, because these two are doing the same thing, then it will not create any confusion. So I will go and right click on this column, and I will search for the delete column option, and delete column option is here. Then we will click on this option. So next we will be finding the percentage. First of all, we will have to give the equal sign. Then our assumption is that we have overall total marks 300, because 100 in physics, 100 in chemistry, 100 in maths. So total marks is 300, and obtained marks is given on this total column. Okay, so I will be writing for G2 cell, the percentage will be F2, because obtained mark for G2 or the second row is F2, divided by total mark is 300, and into 100. And in computer the into sign is represented by asterisk or the star symbol, and then you can write 100 and you can press enter. So it will give the percentage of first column or the first row or the first student. Then we can use the autofill feature to fill up the remaining ones. If we want the even number of decimal values after the point, okay, we can use these two options. Please look into my mouse pointer. So this to decrease the decimal places and this is to increase the decimal places. You don't have to very worry because it will automatically round off your values. So we want to decrease, we will click, let me keep up to 2 decimal places. Okay, it will be enough. Before calculating the grades, let me calculate the result. So according to us, if a student gets less than 30 marks in any one of the subjects, then he or she will be failed. Okay, that will be our criteria, and we will try to calculate the result using this. So first of all, as we have taken the minimum of a subject as criteria, let me find out the minimum number a student gets in 3 of those subjects. Okay, so we will first find out what is the minimum marks he or she have got in those 3 subjects. So let me give a title minimum, and to find the minimum we have a function called min. So to use that function we will have to give the equal sign first, then we have to write the min, then bracket open, then we have to write the range. Our range will be C2 colon E2. As you can see here, the sample name 1 student, among physics, chemistry and maths, he have minimum marks 56. So we can use the autofill feature to find all the minimums. For example, see student 6, he have 11 among these 3 subjects. So here 11 is pop up. Okay, let me use this minimum marks to calculate the result. So according to us, if minimum marks is less than 30, he or she is fail. So how to write that one? So we will give a title result, then we will give the equal sign, then if, you can use capital letter or small letter as well, it will work in both cases. Then give the bracket. After writing if, a hint will pop up about the syntax. So syntax goes like this: if bracket open, then we have to write the logical expression, then if the logical expression is true, we have to write whatever we want to display. Okay, display or output, then comma, then if the logical expression is false, then bracket close. So similar thing we will write in our case. So we will check the minimum marks. So minimum marks is present in our H2 column, so sorry, H column, and we will check the H2 cell, and if H2 cell is less than 30, okay, if H2 cell is less than 30 means if minimum marks of a student is less than 30, he or she is fail, then we will write fail. Okay, again comma, then again if this condition is false means he or she have got more than 30 in every subject, so we will write pass, then bracket close, then enter. Then we can use the autofill feature. Then you can see whoever have got minimum marks less than 30 have fail in the result. Here 23, so fail, here 11 fail, here 23 fail, remaining all are pass. So we will use this same if condition to calculate the grades. While creating the grade, we will be having different examples, so it will be better if we separate that video from this one. Okay, in the next video we will be discussing how to create or how to calculate grades. Thank you everyone.